Senor Kelly here, aka Senor Guay, to tell you about the future tense in Espanol. It's pretty similar to the future in English, right? Using words like will, but overall less common than the future tenses in English. So you should already know how to express the future using ir plus a plus infinitive, right? As in like voy a blah, 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 right? Vamos a estudiar en mi casa. We are going to study. Vas a venir. Are you going to come? So this should be review from Spanish 1. Hopefully you're comfortable with that. All right. Also in Spanish, much more so than in English, the present tense is just used to talk about future events, especially when they're pretty certain. For example, ¿qué haces este fin de semana? What are you going to do this weekend? Or what will you do this weekend? ¿Vienes a la fiesta? Are you going to come? Will you come? Tengo partido el jueves. I have a game on Thursday. I mean, same in English. You can just use the present to talk about the future. All right, thirdly, you've recently learned about the condicional, the conditional, which is hypothetical situations that are kind of in the future with the word would, right? Te gustaría, right? We did me gustaría. I would like, would you like to take this class? Si fueras a España, ¿qué llevarías en la maleta? What would you bring if you were going to go? Si yo viera, cancelarían el partido. If it rained, they would cancel it. So it's not quite the future saying what will happen, but it's similar. You're also going to see that it's really similar in construction. Te gustaría, llevarías, cancelarían to the future. So if you know what these look like, it's not going to be difficult for you to form the future tense. So keep these in mind. So again, the future, making predictions or asking questions about what will happen in the future. What will things be like? So, para qué se usa? What is it used for? The future tense. Making predictions. Usually things that are far off in the future. They can be very general. They can be very specific. Will you study business in college? There's the will, right? Do you think you'll ever get married? You will. We will all die one day. Will. When will we have peace on earth? World peace. Right? There's your future predictions, conjecture. All right, so will you study business in college? This will you study is all going to be one word. Just like when we did the conditional, the would was included in the ending of the verb. It's going to be the same way. Estudiarás la empresa en la universidad. Do you think that you'll ever get married? So that you will get married is going to be one word. Te casarías. Te casarás. Piensas que te casarás algún día. We will all die. We will die. Nos moriremos. You can see these are reflexive verbs. They work the same way in this tense. When will we have peace on earth? Cuando tendremos, there's your future, we will have la paz mundial. All right, so future tense, ¿cómo se forma? How do we form it? How is it formed? Just like with the conditional, you're going to start with the whole infinitivo. If you remember doing the conditional, taking the whole infinitive, like gustar, and putting endings on it, like ia, gustaría, right? No, nunca tomaría, I would never take. Tomar with the ia stuck on the end. This is going to work the same way. You're going to keep that whole infinitive. You're not going to drop the AR, ER, or IRF off of it, and you're going to add these endings. Okay? Make sure these go in your notes for sure. All right, here's a couple examples of verbs in the future tense. So we have pagar, right, which you know is to pay. Keeping that whole infinitive, adding those endings that we saw on the previous slide. Pagaré, pagarás, pagará, right? Really pronouncing it with that accent mark. This is actually a separate word if you don't pronounce that accent mark. Pagará, pagarán, pagares, pagaremos, right? Ser, again, is not an irregular. It's following the rules. You take the infinitive. A star, same thing, right? And you just put the endings on there. Same thing. Será, it will be. Pedir, same thing, a regular verb. So you've got an AR verb, you've got an IR verb, you've got a verb that tends to be irregular a lot of the time, and they're all just following the same rules, same endings, just add to the infinitive. This is going to be an incomplete list of the irregulars, but it's going to be some of the most common ones. So if you've got hacer, again, these are all going to be the same as the conditional. So hacer, the conditional was haría. Here it's going to be like haré, harás, hará, haremos, ¿qué haremos? What will we do? Decir, the stem changes to dir rather than being the infinitive. Diré, dirás, right? You will say. Poder, the stem, rather than being the whole infinitive, becomes this, podr. So podré, podrás, podrás venir. Will you be able to come? Venir, similar with that D popping up in there. Vendrás, will you come? Tener, again with the D popping up in there. So tendremos que hacer esto. We will have to. So those are some of your most common irregular verbs. Okay, have fun out there. Stay safe. There will be a test on this.